Hello. Okay, it's finally time for me to share my winter tarot pick. Now, in the past, if you guys have followed me for the last couple years, you will know that I have chosen one deck to study the entire year. And I'm shaking it up because I have been lucky enough to acquire some beautiful decks. So I'm going to use tarot like I do with my journals, which are seasonally. So I chose a very special deck for winter, and I think it's going to be magical. And I'm going to show you guys the deck I chose. I will be switching it up for spring, summer, and then fall. But I am going to show some of the tarot study books that I've been in. If you're a part of my Patreon, you will have gotten like an actual glimpse of my tarot journals, and you'll know a little more about my the way that I use tarot and all of that. So there are two journals here. I'm not going to show you inside, but I'm going to kind of tell you a bit about them, and then the books that I have been in and will be remaining in through 2023, because the studies with tarot, they're just so deep. I take it like with bite-sized pieces, but I do have two new books that I've added to my collection that I will be diving into specifically for winter, and hopefully I will be able to actually get through them. But let's start. Should I start with the books? Let's start with the books and we'll save the best for last. Okay, so you guys will have seen this. I have shown this on my YouTube channel for a while now. This was where I started with tarot journaling. It is the Tarot Journal Coloring Book, The Coloring Book of Shadows Tarot Journal by Amy Sassari. I love this thing. I feel like specifically for a beginner, I have been in this, I don't use it every day. Like I pick it up whenever I feel like it. So last year, you can see the bat was my animal for 2022. Snake is my totem animal for 2023. And I journal in it. I do watercolor and colored pencil. I follow the prompts, like the actual card pulls that she suggests, but I also do my own, and I come up with my own questions. And I journal the mess out of this book. So I'll be in that again, filling her up. I will probably be in this for another couple years because I just take it slowly. Okay, so the other books I recommend, I do consider myself a beginner. This is only my 4th year, but I have like just barely been tiptoeing closer and closer. The deck I chose, my very first tarot deck that I worked with was The Raven's Prophecy. By Maggie Stiefvater. I loved it. I read tarot intuitively, and that was just a really good one for me to start with. I really bonded with the deck. Then I moved to The Enchanted Forest, I think is what it was called. Love that too. This year I was working with a bunch of different decks, so I didn't really have one specific deck. The Nicoletta Ciccoli deck was a big part of this year because I did a lot of inner child work, but I did dabble in other decks. But I have stayed in these 3 books for 2022. And and this one was 2021 also. The Tarot Journal, the Coloring Book, and then these 2 books. I will be in them probably for another couple years. Tarot for Yourself. I have only barely, I've done maybe a handful of the prompts and things in this. A patron sent this to me. This has my heart. And I have been going through it very slowly. I think I'm up to the High Priestess. This is Tarot for Transformation, and it walks you through each card in the major arcana. And when I say there's journaling prompts, it took, with each of the major arcana, it took me months to go through. Just as an example, these are all journaling prompts and deep dives into each card. And I have been answering the journaling prompts and recording all of my tarot studies in here. Again, my patrons get a deeper glimpse into that because it's personal. It's a little too personal for me to show everyone on YouTube. Okay, the 2 books that I am diving into, in addition to those 3 that I will be in probably for the rest of my life, honestly. Well, these 2. I have a feeling these 2 I'll be returning to them again and again. The tarot coloring book, it's until I finish it, and it's just fun. I did pick up these 2 books, and these are the books I'm going to be in for winter. I will read them this winter, both of them, or at least that's my intention. And I'm so excited because I've never heard about them. I haven't heard anyone talk about them, but we have Spiritual Tarot, 78 Paths to Personal Development. It says, let the ancient power of tarot illuminate your path in life. It's from the authors of the Lovers Tarot, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce their names, but there is Robert Mueller, PhD, Sandra Thompson, and then, I can't even pronounce the other. There's 3 authors, and I will link these down below, but I'm going to be diving into this book this winter, and Tarot Priestess. The cover just got me. So yes, I totally bought this based on the cover. Using the Cards to Heal, Grow, and Serve by Lisa Robertson. Know nothing about it. I just felt compelled to grab it and dive in. It says, deepen your tarot practice, heal spiritual wounds, and rise as a daughter of the goddess. It sounds so good. So those are going to be the books that I'm going to be diving into tarot related for winter, and some throughout the rest of the year. And now the winter deck I chose. I got the this little pouch on Amazon, and it's perfect for my word that I chose for 2023, which is shed and release, in order to embody the Empress. And I just felt like it was the perfect bag. And then we dive in. This is the Way Home Tarot, and it is an indie deck. It is not in order because I've already been shuffling it. I have very small hands, so cards that are larger are difficult to shuffle. This shuffles so easily. I can actually riffle shuffle it, which is one of my favorites. Most of my other decks, I have to like shuffle like this, or let's see if I can do it in front of the camera, or just having them fall. But this one, they glide so easily, and I can riffle, and I'm so excited about that. The deck itself, let me show you some of the cards. I'm not going to show you all of them, but it's very minimalistic. Let's see, I want to find some of my favorites. All right, I love this card. This is the Strength card, and keep in mind, my animal totem for 2023 to go with my word is snake, with the shedding and releasing. And I just love when cards don't follow the typical traditional imagery. And this is Strength. Normally there's a lion, and I just love that you've got the snake, you've got what looks like ovaries. And for me, who holds anxiety in my belly, this just screams strength for me. The Hanged Man, look at this. Look at this, how beautiful. It's cocooning. Again, the shedding and releasing in order to actually blossom. Oh, perfect. The Hermit. Okay, if this isn't the perfect Hermit card, and Bear and Elephant are like my favorites. So I love that Hermit card. I love the Magician, as above, so below. Let's see. I mean, they're so beautiful. Like here, as an example, Mother of Wands. The Devil is one that I don't really resonate with, and I'm gonna have to sit with it. I actually like the Devil cards in most decks. This one, I don't really understand, other than perhaps, I don't know. I don't really, I mean, I see a circus, like they're playing tricks maybe. I don't know. That's the only card, honestly, out of this deck that I'm like, the Fool. I love how these are your feet, and you're about to take on an adventure. I just love them. I just love them so much. Okay, let's see. Let me show you a couple more. Oh, I love these. Okay, so this is the Emperor, which has the brain. And then the Empress, let's see if I can find her. And while I do that, I will show you. Oh, there's just so many that I love. Here's the Empress, which is the heart. Oh, I love it. Okay, here's the High Priestess. Love that. Love it. Can I say that again and again? This is the Death card, and a lot of people I know who have this deck don't like this deck because of the way death is portrayed. But here in North Carolina, I really resonate with this card because we have a lot of deer, and this is a regular scene that you see when you're driving on the side of the road, and it's disturbing, but it is the circle of life, and so it really does hit me deeply. I love this. This is the Chariot card going against the stream of the water. Oh my gosh, I could just keep going, but I shouldn't. Okay, I should put these away, but I just can't stop. Anyway, okay, so that is the deck that I'll be working with all through winter. If I decide that I want to stay with it again through the spring, then I may do that. If not, I will give you an updated spring video and tell you which deck I am going to be working with. But for now, I'm so excited about this deck. Okay, let me know what decks you're in for winter. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, enjoy your wild, sexy lives.